Aloha, everyone. Aloha, Kim.
Aloha.
Thank you for being here. I just realized I think I need to update that intro video because I've got like more crystal skulls and I don't even have that thing over the door anymore.
Yes, it's such a trip. I was looking at your intro. I'm like, I need an intro like this. This is so cool. You have all the things, all those skull crystals, and you got more.
I have more than that,
Oh yeah, yeah. We need to see. We need to see the
There's
full.
no way I could do all of them. I I don't even want to say how many.
Well, this lot, this bunch over here in our
I
community,
know,
we
right?
collect. So the more the merrier. The more the merrier.
Let's say some hellos. I see that Heather Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar was here, but has to be at an appointment. So thanks for popping in to say hi. I hope your appointment goes well.
Yes.
Then Nancy, Crohn's Intuition. Aloha. Aloha, Luna.
Ooh,
Good
hello,
highlight people.
Luna.
Aloha, Deanne. Mwah. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Welcome. Welcome to everyone who's popping in, and those of you who are popping in for the rewatch, make sure to comment. So I know you were here. Oh, and look, here comes Tony. Hi, Tony. All the people as are here.
Yes.
I love it.
My faves. Hello.
Right. So, how are you? How's life on your island?
Woo! It is hot. It is hot. It is. And some people. One of my clients last night was like, "You're glowing. Like you're just glowing." I'm like, "That's not what that is." But I like I'm glowing. So yeah, but otherwise I'm blessed. How are you doing?
We're good. We're under a flood watch right now because we have a Kona low. So It's really weird because the wind always blows in a certain direction. And right now the wind's going the opposite direction.
Oh.
So every time a Kona wind comes through, it's a lot hotter. And like it's fine right now, but if it starts raining, I'm going to have to jump up and go close my back door because the wind is blowing the wrong way.
Yeah, I feel that way. Yes, right. Very well.
I think right now, I think Oahu is getting dumped on right now. Like, so yeah. So I look back, Oahu, Kauai, I'm praying for you because I know you're getting like all the rain. I hope we get a little rain just because, it's always nice to get some rain considering we're on the desert side of the island.
Oh, that's interesting.
But, right. Yeah. So I think, I'm trying to remember, I think Kihei only gets like 6 inches of rain a year.
That's it?
It's the desert side. If you go to the North Shore, there's like rainforest and jungle, and it's like rains there all the time.
Interesting. Right. I had no idea how varied, the terrain is in Hawaii. I should have known that, but wow.
Right. There's the leeward side and the windward side.
Okay.
Right. So the windward side, the wind blows in all the rain and stuff. The leeward side is on the opposite side of the volcanoes, right? So the wind doesn't, the rain doesn't get to us. It stays on the windward side.
Interesting. Now I'm starting to understand that we have like the same thing, and I never knew. I think I googled it once, like leeward and like that what you just said, and I was like,
right.
Like, but yeah, being a Northern California native, like all the island stuff is new to me. All of
NorCal.
NorCal specifically, a special folk.
Right. It's so funny that we're both California kids that moved to tropical islands.
What's that about? Like, what do you think that's about?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, when I went to Ireland, people would say, "Where are you from?" And I'd always say, "I'm from California." And like the Irish were like, why do people from California always say that? Aren't you from the United States? Why don't you just say you're from the United States? I'm like, no, I'm from California.
Yes. Yeah, I could never. Like I always when I'm asked, because out here they're always asking. I'm like, I'm from California. Oh, Estados Unidos, California. Okay, we're on our own little island, big little
Right.
island out there. So yeah, I relate.
That's so funny. Oh,
Yeah.
and you just reminded me, I saw this little like snippet of history about how like all the old maps had California as an island.
Yeah, yeah, Califia. Yeah, that's right. It is a thing. And it makes sense. Maybe that's why we kind of march to our own little beat.
Right.
But it's literally like its own country with the population size. There's so many different types of landscapes and terrains, political views,
I think California is like the 5th largest economy in the world or something.
Yeah, it's always usually top up there, and it's huge. And a lot of times they think, yeah, we're just these liberal folk, but really, it's like it literally, truly is a melting pot, and it's.
Yeah. Aloha, Viviani. Welcome.
Hi, Viviani. I miss it. I do miss it.
Yeah, everyone's here for Tarot. So, what
Go
decks
up, Tarot.
what decks you got pulled out for you right now?
You probably should ask the decks. Yeah, like what I don't have pulled out. I have so many decks. I have Super Lunaris. I always have that sitting here. My little busted one. I still haven't gotten a new one. But I've been ordering decks.
Right.
Um,
Well, I guess I should say, which ones do you have right now to play with?
Well, to do readings with, I have just these, like my standard. They're my busted, my working decks. Mm-hmm. My ones to play with? Oh. I get overwhelmed because I had to clean my desk, where I keep a lot of my decks, my working decks, and it's still in flux. So all of them are piled up around me. You can't see them, but they're all around.
They're all right there.
I'm kind of overwhelmed. What about you?
I get that. I have decks like tucked all over the place. I have 4 Tarot right here and 2 Oracles just to have with me. Oh, right, I forgot. I also have my little Hawaiian Lenormand.
Oh, you're the Lenormand. Yes. I have to show you these. Let me show you.
Aloha, Maruta.
Hello. Hola. So I have, a friend of my channel gifted me the Wandering Moon Tarot and the Wandering Echo. And yesterday, I guess there was like a Mother's Day sale for the Wandering Soul Oracle that I've had on my wish list for, I think like a couple of years. It was like, because I keep a date of when I add a deck to my wish list.
Right.
And it went on sale like for $35 and free shipping, and I had to have it.
You had to have it. I actually have the Wandering Moon myself. I think I actually have both of those decks.
Do you? Yes. I always wanted them, but I still have to do a flip through. I haven't even, but I now have a purpose I'm called to use them for. So yeah, I'm ready to bust in them, but I've had them for a few months. Isn't it a gorgeous full?
Yes. I have the dark version of that. I forget what it's called. Yeah. It's the Wandering Moon Eclipse? No, that's not Dark Moon. I can't remember what they called it. But what I have right now in front of me is the Tarot of Oneness. Gotta love that one.
Okay.
The Tarot of Echoes.
Beautiful.
The Destiny deck, because I just had Lisa on Monday.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
And one of my newest decks, I just got the Rainbow Tarot.
Oh, that one looks fun and summery.
Yes, exactly. And of course, because I have the Tarot of Echoes, I had to pull out the Oracle of Echoes.
But of course, I've been having some amazing one card pulls with that Oracle of Echoes. I really like that deck.
Aloha, Kristen Louise.
Hello. Aloha. Hola.
And then this was a Kickstarter that I'm just still kind of like getting to know. It's from Roots to Blooms.
How beautiful.
This one's interesting because it's just like it's a oracle that I guess has, I want to say 3 suits is what you'd call it. Mm-hmm. They have roots, they have blooms, and then there's the elements.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one.
It's still something I'm playing with. It's one of those like well, first of all, I couldn't help myself when I found out it was linen. Oh, I love that.
The truth came out.
Right. So the white cards are the blooms, the black cards are the roots.
Oh, I like it.
And then,
sounds like you're using like prompts.
I gotta find me an elemental card. Oh, and then like the green ones are the elements.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
It's a fun little thing. Oh, and Kristen Louise says that deck is on her wish list.
Okay. That's a fun topic. What's on your wish list, folks?
What's on your wish list? Oh my God. You have a few hours?
Right? Do you have a few hours? Like, I dwindled it down to 27.
I swear every time I think I got my wish list down, I add like a bunch more.
Yeah, to replace it. Like, okay.
Oh, okay. So I usually like having a topic or something for readings just so that we're not like, doing like 50 million different kinds of readings in one sitting.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So I was thinking, because the last Thursday I had Ramon of Moon Scarabon, and we did the in and out spread, which is like what spirit's asking you to bring in and what your guides are asking you to kick out of your life.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm thinking today, instead of in and out, how about what was it? I had it in a damn COVID brain.
No. I understand.
I want to say goal and what was it? It was goal and thing that gets in the way, but the word's escaping me.
Okay. Like obstacle?
Obstacle. There you go. Thank you.
Okay. Got it.
Sometimes the simplest words just don't work in my brain anymore. I don't even understand.
It happens. It happens to me.
It's been a struggle, to say the least. Yeah, but
Yeah.
at least my brain is getting better slowly. When I first had this long COVID stuff hitting me, it was ridiculous. I'd forget what I was saying literally in the middle of saying.
Oh, dang.
Like
Yeah,
my sentence would escape me while it was coming out of my mouth.
Oh.
What was I saying?
That would be really challenging, especially as readers, right? Like those are the things, our hands and our brain and our.
Well, weirdly, when I do readings, like I don't have the problem quite as much.
Oh.
I think because I get out of my way.
Yeah.
I'm not engaging the brain. I'm just channeling the message. So.
Exactly. I was going to say it must be a different, that you're drawing from, not the analytical mind or, different
wavelength.
Like your intuition muscles.
Yeah.
Okay. So goal and obstacle?
Goal and obstacle, yes. Let me make aloha Rasi. Tony. Tony says it sounds like menopause.
Yeah.
Well, the worst thing was no one believed me. Everyone's like, it's just because you're getting old. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It was before and now after. And it doesn't work the same way.
It's a marked difference.
Right?
But yeah, I understand, Kristen Louise.
I mean, when your husband's worried about you because you have a conversation in the kitchen, then like you go out into the living room and then I try and have the same conversation. He's like, did you forget we literally just had this conversation?
That can be scary for the partner, for the spouse, right? That's like,
Especially because I was the one that always remembered everything.
Oh, dang.
Right? I was the one that needed.
You need to like
I never used to have a to-do list because it was all right here. Now, if I don't write it on a list, like in one ear out the other.
Yeah, see, that's where Chris, Louise, and I probably are like on the same page. Like, ooh, I gotta write stuff down. I'm gonna
right. I never used to have to write stuff down at all. I love that, Jezebel.
Are you? What percentage would you say you're back?
Between 70 and 80% back, I think. Because there's still times when I'm talking and like the words kind of not there. It's like, I know I should know this word, but it's not coming to me, right? Right. Like goal and obstacle. Like, why would obstacle just kind of pop out of my brain when I'm trying to say it? It's just like,
well, continued healing for Jonathan. We claim it.
Oh, Viviani wants to know, what about when you're driving and for a moment you forget where you're going?
Right?
Where am I going? Thankfully.
Why am I here?
That has not happened.
Yeah, what's going on? Why am I behind the wheel? Hopefully, yeah.
Well, part of the reason why it hasn't really happened is because when my brain wasn't working quite right, I would put in where I was going on my Google Maps and just have my phone tell me where I was going. Even though it's places I've already been a million times.
Well, yeah, I used to. Well, out here we don't really use Google Maps. It's still kind of developing. So I forgot about that handy dandy thing to have directions. Imagine that. Right. I forgot all about that. I'm going to be so different when I go back to California for a visit. I'm going to be so out of it. Well, okay. Well, we got each other.
Right. And Kristen Louise says, I forget why I enter the room all the time. That's the thing, Kristen. That's why I knew something was wrong, because like people would bring up some memory and I could tell them exactly what the day was, what time it was, what we were wearing, what the weather was like. Like all of it was, I had like eidetic memory almost. And now it's like short-term memory. What's that?
Oh, dang. Yeah, that would be, oof. Consistently, that would drive me crazy.
I'm slowly getting better, and I think part of it is because I've been doing that 8 mushroom cacao and Ceylon cinnamon cream. Yeah.
You made a recommendation for me. I just keep getting scared to have it shipped here. I was gonna wait till one of my relatives brought it. They were very like, I don't know, it's a super Christian country, so if that tells you anything.
Right, witch's brew.
Yeah, like what is she doing over there? I've always got decks coming. I've got a black scrying mirror coming, and I can just imagine customs like looking at the things that I get. I have certain herbs and stuff. They're probably like, what the hell? Maybe they don't care, but I feel like they care. I don't know. Like,
right.
We have a bruja amongst us. I'm not. I'm a reader, but. You know.
Let me just get a little banner going.
Since you got your tarot oneness, I used her earlier this month.
Don't ask me to spell anything either. My spelling is like, how do you spell that?
Part of your short-term memory loss.
Short-term and long-term, because there's definitely been times people ask me a question about something that like, I know I should know this. It's not like I haven't studied it most of my life, but I don't know.
Hopefully, I know when I had COVID, I lost for about, I'd say a good 3 to 4 months. I lost my sense of taste and smell. And I remember when I could finally start to get a glimmer of just the normalcy. And it was just like, oh, it's okay. I will never forget what it feels like to smell and taste again. So I think for you with your memory, like when you finally realize.
Yeah, that was the weird thing. I never lost smell or taste. But my husband, he lost his sense of smell, but not his taste somehow.
It's
which
awful.
was just, right?
It's depressing,
Aloha, Gerald.
Hello. Hi, Gerald.
Aloha, Betsy. All kinds of people popping in.
Hi.
Oh, And Gerald is lunch lurking.
Lunch lurking, love it.
So many different kinds of lurkings these days.
Yeah, we lurk. We do.
Oh my God. Every time I try and click on something, the chat jumps. Aloha Deluxe and Divine Tarot.
Oh, I love the name. Hi.
That's a great name.
Wayne Smith.
Okay, let me. Seeing, as you can see at the bottom, type me if you'd like a reading for me, Kim.
Oh, thank you, Gerald.
Thank you, Gerald. Yes, please subscribe to Kim. She is amazing.
Do they get to specify like the area of which their goal is in, like career or?
Yeah. So I mean, you don't really need to know what the goal is because we'll see in the cards, right?
Yeah. You know, I just have a deck for every reason and season. I'm like,
right, for every specific goal. I get it. That's why I have quite the plethora of decks here.
So yeah, but you're right. I have decks that could just generally speak. So I'm ready.
Bye, Viviani.
I'm ready. Goals and
sure that I'm getting all these.
Cool.
Like the first one was Luna. Aloha, Luna.
Hey.
And Luna says, I got a deck for that.
Yep, right? Oh my God, now I got a deck for that. What's the commercial? I feel like it's right there. Now, I think you're now rubbing, your short-term memory loss is rubbing off on me. I'm like, I got a deck.
So sorry. Oh, like obnoxious that can be. Okay. I'm using. Wait, what deck is this in my hands?
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Okay. Luna, we're gonna pull first.
So I was gonna do something that actually Gerald was the one who kind of turned me on to this technique of like, I'll do the goal and you'll do the obstacle and then we'll switch.
Oh, cool. I like that idea. So you do goal and then I do obstacle and then we switch.
You'll do goal and I'll do obstacle for the next
got it. So you're starting first with goal and I got obstacle. Okay.
For Luna, I pulled out the Tarot of Oneness. And the goal, I pulled out the Six of Swords and the Lovers. Interesting. So either you're moving on from a relationship that doesn't work anymore, or you're trying to move towards that relationship that you're looking for. The heartstrings are pulling, right? And now you're just rowing that boat, trying to get to where that glow is off in the distance, right? And if you see that, there's the glow off in the distance, and the glow is the person. Right? So yeah, the goal is, I'm feeling more and more like this is you trying to find that person. So what is the obstacle?
Okay, so the obstacle from the Tarot of Oneness, we got the Devil and the Hierophant.
Oh, interesting.
So
those colors are very...
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love this deck.
Wow.
Okay. So the obstacles would be negative thought patterns. Either with the Hierophant, a need to conform or to go back to the basics, the traditional ways of overcoming negative thought patterns around something that you're trying to accomplish in your goal, or basically getting out of your own way. With the Devil card is that it could be also certain habits or attachments. And this kind of offers with the Hierophant in what area? Are you trying to fit something in or conform to something that really is, you need to go a different path or an original path, an unorthodox way? So that's what I pick up here with the Devil and the Hierophant. With obstacles, overcoming negative thought patterns, habits, self-sabotage, getting in your own way. Yeah.
And Jezebel just asked, is my chat frozen? I thought so too for a second, because Luna said that thing and then just silence.
Oh.
I think everyone's just like tuning in, right? Paying attention.
God. Ah, that's true. Oh, that's a little.
That's kind of trippy, right?
Cool.
And now it's moving. Yeah.
Oh.
Not sure what that was about. Yeah, and Donna says, I think we all just got quiet for a moment. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. And
Luna says, beautiful cards. Lovers is my card of the year and definitely makes sense. Looking for healthy love and moving forward from past ways, thinking, types of people, self-sabotage.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thanks for confirmation.
My dear.
Yeah, and Deanne says, yes, just listening.
Okay. We're like, what's going on?
Gerald. Oh, Gerald. Okay, let's switch here.
Okay. I'm gonna
so good. And Gerald always likes finding out what decks we're using. So I pulled the Destiny deck out for you for your obstacle.
Okay. Is that an oracle or a tarot?
No, that's tarot.
Okay.
It's a very pretty pink tarot with silver or golden bling.
It's very pretty. Okay. So,
yes, thanks for reminding me, Gerald. Avert your gaze as we switch, so we don't want to get anyone seasick.
Well, I guess I'm going to use my tried and true.
You're welcome.
Super Lenoris.
Super Lenoris, yes.
For Gerald. A deck I'm most connected to. So go.
I almost grabbed that deck too.
Did you? We're
yeah.
in sync. Okay. Two of Pentacles on the table. 1 second, I'll show you the world. Okay. So let me show you that we got the Two of Pentacles first, the world, Page of Wands. Your goal is more expansion, growth, outreach through creative endeavors, and having to juggle it all, but juggling it with success and yielding really, how do I say, successful results with that. It's like expanding in an area, growing worldwide reach is what I keep hearing, but through creativity and having to manage it all and keep the balls in the air so that way you stay on target. But yeah, something that you're trying to grow and reach out to the world.
Gerald says, I'm surprised you're not using the light seers, Kim.
I put it away for this year to get myself out of my comfort zone, but then I attached to the Super Lenoris. I still love the light seers. I do. But I get in my own way with attachments. So.
Don't we all, right? And then Gerald says Two of Pentacles is his favorite card in the entire tarot deck. I love that.
I love it too. It's like the management and choosing this or that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the Two of Pentacles too.
Aloha, Tom. Okay, back to Gerald. So the obstacle, first card I pulled was Death.
Ooh.
I gotta get that bling there. See, there you go, bling, bling. So I'm seeing the obstacle as something that you need to let go of, so that, and the next card is the Ace of Swords. there's something you need to let go of in order to find a new way of thinking. And I'm feeling like there's a certain pattern of thought you need to let go of in order to move forward and grow, like you were saying. And only by embracing that transformation will you be able to find that new way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to let go of those things that no longer serve, even if they're comfort, right? Just like him saying, you should put away the comfort deck to get out of her comfort zone. Same thing here, right?
That's right. Yes.
So, yeah, time to let that pattern of behavior that gave you comfort, so just let it go so that you can find that new way of thinking.
Yeah. I like that.
Hope that was helpful, Gerald. Everyone's saying it hello at a time. For those of you who are saying this is the pretty deck, the Destiny deck, the final edition is currently being sold on Kickstarter. There's only going to be 500 decks made because this deck has been counterfeited so much that Lisa Santine's going to just be done.
Yikes. That's sad.
You are so welcome, Gerald. We appreciate you.
You're going worldwide, Gerald. I'm telling you, with the worldwide expansion, think big.
Right? Let that small thinking go away so your big thinking can happen.
That's right. That's right.
Sure, Gerald. That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. That's, the counterfeit thing.
So many deck creators are doing that now, where they're just like out, like
it's getting hit from different fronts.
It's sad how many deck creators are just like, I'm out.
I know. We got in a sweet spot. Now, I mean, in every direction, there's the counterfeit decks, and then there's AI, and whatever people believe on whether using AI decks or not. It's still, I can understand this from a creator's perspective who does fine art or photography. You could be like, I did all this work and this is the things I get, and you're not getting paid a lot, for decks. So to create that.
And for her, it's just like, it's a passion project. So it's not even like that's her main business.
Right.
But I mean, then you have like, or an Anaturian who's like having to cancel decks right and left because there's so many counterfeits out there now that like.
And see, she's someone to think about too, that fine art, and she can sketch, she paints. It's just a lot of hours that go into that. A lot of effort, energy, passion.
Okay, avert your gaze. We're switching.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Gerald. So yeah, there's the Kickstarter for the Destiny deck. Purchase responsibly, know your limits. We're just here to share, not to push anything.
I saw that on one of Gerald's things. I think it was Gerald, or it could have been yours when I watched the AOS. But you had the hashtag, and I'm assuming we got it from Gerald, right?
Oh, we totally got it from Gerald.
Yes, responsibly. I'm like, I got to make sure I start using that hashtag.
Well,
collect responsibly.
Okay, all of us have had those moments where we bought something and I'm like, whoa, what? Why did I spend money? I shouldn't be spending money right now, right?
Yeah.
I guess FOMO's getting me.
Well, I earned this. I worked so hard. Yeah, I got something for that.
Right. Here to share. Hashtag here to share, not to sell.
Yes. We're just sharing.
Oh, and Jezebel says, no FOMO, you can't miss out on your own destiny.
That's true. That's my philosophy.
Right?
Yeah. What is meant for you will come back to you, right?
What's meant for you will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, none of the oracles have called to me yet. I just want to keep grabbing for tarot.
Let's see.
Jezebel, for you, to get the shuffle in, I am grabbing the Rainbow Tarot, which is a new deck that just came out. Speaking of FOMO.
I know. It looks fun.
I love it because each card is like a very small like color palette, but each card has its own unique color palette.
Oh.
Right. So
Fun
just
and funky.
I'm just going to show a couple of them.
Ooh, it is fun and funky. I like
And
it.
it's
I
just
like the
cute.
Three of Swords with the cute little eyes on the heart. Like, it makes it a little more palatable.
I keep having to jump back and forth between the start and the
Okay. So you're doing goals, right?
I'm doing the goal. Yep.
And I got the obstacles. You're using multiple.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So the first card I pulled for you, Jezebel, is the Two of Pentacles. Huh, that's interesting. Another Two of Pentacles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this Two of Pentacles is paired with the Four of Pentacles. So the goal I'm saying for you is finding that balancing act where you can start saving, right? And then start making your life more comfortable. Just don't go so caught up in trying to save that you throw your balance off. Right?
Yeah.
Because there has to be a give and take, just like here, right? If you're juggling, one side can't be stronger than the other, otherwise you're just going to throw your balance off completely. So yeah, that's the goal, is to find that balance so you can start saving and making sure that your nest egg is just right.
Yeah, striking that balance is such a trip because I got the Justice card, right?
Oh, all about balance.
Balance, right? And then Inspiration of Cups, but it's in reverse. So that's what page, this is the Tarot of Oneness. So the page of Cups, but Inspiration of Cups in reverse. So striking that balance, life is meant to be lived. And like what Jonathan is saying is that there's a sweet spot for you. You don't forget about the day-to-day things that you love to do, to feed your soul, to reward yourself, to follow your passions and pursuits. And yes, saving and preparing for a rainy day and all those things are super important as well. But there's a need for balance and alignment, and you will find your sweet spot in living and being and creating and loving, So look at the scales. And being judicious. My tarot card of the year is Justice, and being very judicious about your time, your money, where everything is going. And when you get it all set up right, it doesn't feel like there's a loss. It doesn't feel like how like when people are miserly with the Four of Pentacles, it can sometimes feel like you're hoarding or holding back and you're not living your best life. There is a balance to strike, and you will find it. But follow your love, follow the things you love to do. That could be an obstacle in your pursuit of alignment because you got to suffer. Like never having dessert when you're on a diet. That's no fair. That's not fair. You got to have dessert.
Not fair.
Like,
You got to
splurge. Yeah.
Oh, aloha, Chris.
Hi, Chris. That's another one I'm going to.
You're right, Gerald. It's another Two of Pentacles.
I like your Two of Pentacles.
So cute, right?
Yes.
And it almost reminds me of the one I painted, but my guy doesn't look like a clown.
It's like abstract-y,
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, Deanne says, yell it out, Kim. It's not fair.
It's not fair. I will not live a life without dessert. Or new debts. Damn it. Yeah, that's right, Deanne.
And Jezebel says, thank you both. Makes perfect sense with my situation right now. That was going to be a help. It is getting so windy. Long way.
Well, I know you warned us if you have to run and close the window.
So far, it's just a weird wind that just is blowing the wrong way, so it's like getting my hackles raised.
It's it's gathering us.
Right. Well, it feels like the energy is flowing the wrong direction. Right. Avert your gaze unless your Kristen likes to live dangerously.
It's funny. I'm having fun with this tarot one.
We're flipping. So you will be the goal. I will be the obstacle.
Okay. Kristen Louise goals. Oh, okay. Now I'm talking to my cards. I talk to them. They talk to me. Oh, so when I get distracted, but I talk a lot. I'm very chatty with my readings.
I love that.
Okay,
I'm kind of the opposite.
Are you?
Yeah, my message, it's like once the message is out, I have no words anymore. It's really weird.
Okay. I get that. So I have for Kristen, please. We got 8 of Pentacles. This is again from the Tarot of Oneness. And then we have 6 of Cups. So the goal could be finding work that you love to do, that you feel called to do. You feel, you know how like you've done a job for a while and you feel good at it. You're a master at it. It's no effort, but you're still gaining so much because now you're a mentor, reaching that level of achievement in your work life. And so your goal is just that. And it's not just about that, about, material success. It's something more. You want work that you are aligned with and that you love to do. So a goal perhaps this year has been finding that sweet spot of, working at a place or doing work you love to do that makes memories. You know how when you have a job that you have nostalgia for. I have some jobs, coworkers, I think back and it's just such sweet thoughts because we were doing work we love and we were with people we love. That energy. So goal, finding work that feels really good all the way around.
Right.
To do.
I just have to say, hey, big sis.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Protect my
hands. Aloha, Harley. Welcome.
Hi, Harley.
Kristen has said that my goal this year is to improve my tarot reading enough to be able to read for others regularly and with confidence. Maybe that.
OMG! That ties in with the 8 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
And you are well on your way.
The obstacle here.
Yeah, keep going.
I am using the Tarot of Echoes for the obstacle. You get the 4 of Cups. Look, Spirit's offering you information. You're like, no, I don't know about that. And going with that, even though this is swords, it's interesting. It's the same kind of blue as the cup, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's almost like you feel like you can't trust that intuition because you feel like you have to be more calculated about it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in reality, you need to just accept that cup, drink deep of your intuition, and stop overthinking everything. Okay? That blue keeps jumping at me. Do you feel like your throat chakra is a little blocked when you're reading? Because it's like I'm feeling choked up myself right now. Like I can't quite get my words out. So I think part of it for you is also learning to trust your voice, because there's no one right way to read the tarot. We all have our own way of reading tarot, and they're all right.
Mm-hmm.
So that don't overthink things, right? Don't overthink things, and be willing to take that cup from your intuition and drink deep from it. Even if it, like, doesn't make sense because you're thinking of like how to move the chess pieces, whereas in reality you're not playing chess, you're playing backgammon. So
I love that. It's true. And what it takes too is finding the love in doing each of the readings, finding your reading style. That's the joy. Your personal reading style. This is also why your clients come to you and resonate with you and find you. So trust in that. Your beautiful client. And affirm it. I affirm it every single morning when I wake up. Sorry about the dog. That my clients who resonate deeply with me find their way to me, and I'm a blessing for them, and I affirm it. And every single day, whether it's new or existing clients who come through my virtual door, we get that, and I make memories with them. So you will find your way. You are finding your way. This is part of your mastery, your path. You will.
and then Kristen says, exactly, I doubt my intuition, I overthink it.
Oh, and I love, Jonathan, how you said like you started to kind of, like choke up or get like a little scratch in your throat. Like if you looked at the colors, you see how you connected all of that. That's really, yeah.
Like I said, sometimes when it comes out, it's not me talking.
Yeah, right. That was like a demonstration. It's a demonstration.
Well, and sometimes I'm so empathic that like I feel what the other person's feeling, and I think that that's what was happening there. It's like when Kristen Louise is reading, sometimes she feels like her words aren't coming out.
Yeah. Sometimes that's okay.
And Luna said, does anyone else's video freeze? Hopefully you got the full message, Kristen Louise.
I know.
And Kristen says, thank you both, spot on.
You're so welcome. You're always so welcome.
And I look forward to seeing you reading with Gerald. I think that would be
Oh, that's awesome. We are all going to support.
Total support. Donna Riedler is next. Invert your gaze. There we go. Like, did it freeze again?
Is it?
And Kristen said it did not freeze for her. So.
Oh.
Harley, yes, we still have. We got 7, and we're on I think 5 right now. So yeah, we can take a couple more. That's one thing I like about like a 2-card spread. Just get it over with, right?
Yeah.
Real quick.
That's right.
Oh, and Deanne says, Kim, when you said you're a blessing to your clients, yes, I think about how I view other readers reading for me, and then I have to assume I am that same blessing to others. Gives me a boost.
Yes. That's right. It's like we set the intentions. At least that's what I do. Even before I became a reader. Yeah. Even when I'm working like customer service, it's like I want to be a blessing. I want to, and the universe will, bless us both in that connection. So thank you, Leanne, for saying that.
I love that.
And sharing.
Thanks for sharing, Leanne. The best chatters are bringing it.
I know. We have the best in the West.
Okay. Riedler. Oh, interesting. Wow. So I'm using the Tarot of Oneness again, and it's got those 5 extra cards. So the first card that came out was Oneness. Right?
Oh.
And paired with it is Awakening, which is this deck's version of Judgment, right? I like Awakening better than Judgment. So the goal I'm seeing here is connecting to oneness and awakening it to the possibility that you are part of everything, right? We are all one. We are all connected. Nothing is separate. I mean, even in physics, no matter or energy goes away, it just gets converted to something else. So thinking of that, having that oneness, I'm feeling, is going to give you those wings in order to fly, metaphorically speaking, right? That connection to spirit, that connection to your guides and your angels, and really just letting it flow through you, because I think a lot of us get too intellectual and get in our own way, and we need to just let it flow.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are all connected, and the answers are there if we just ask for it.
That's right. That's right. It's beautiful. Oh, you got one of the bonus cards. Okay, so same deck, because y'all know me once I get on a deck. So I got 5 of Wands. Yes, 5 of Wands. And then we got, and this is the obstacle, Spirit of Cups. Spirit of Cups is traditionally the Queen of Cups. I get a sense of fighting within ourselves, or resisting that which is wanting to bubble up, maybe with your intuition or your practice or your spirituality or something like that. And the obstacle could be that, in a way of like fighting it, or fighting yourself, or fighting, or just also dealing with conflict. It could be external or internal, but managing that so that way the Spirit of Cups, the Spirit of Water, can bubble up and come through on a consistent and regular basis, because you are the spirit of intuition. You are the embodiment of that. You're on your way to that. So similar to when we were talking about getting out of our own way, it's just like, if there's scheduling conflicts, for example, clear a space for your spirituality, or whatever you're developing in or studying for or trying to manifest. Get out of your own way. Or people are always taking up your time. Clear it, and reclaim your time. Reclaim and own what is happening. The shift, like what Jonathan was saying, this beautiful awakening. Something's going on, Donna. Something big and robust is wanting to be birthed for you.
I feel like she needs to see all 4 cards together.
I know, right? Let me see.
There you go. Also got all 4 elements showing up there too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Water.
Beautiful.
Air. Oh, thank you, Viviani. Appreciate
And
you.
Donna says, "Whoa, I think the majority of my conflict is internal."
Girl, I understand. I can relate.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Next. Deluxe and Divine Tarot, are you still here? I know you were cooking and listening, so I want to make sure you're still here. And Donna says, "Thank you so much, Jonathan and Kim. That has given me so much to think about."
You're welcome.
All right, avert your gaze.
Okay.
Oh, and we're flipped. Deluxe and Divine Tarot. I need Gerald's white courtesy phone.
The white courtesy phone? That's hilarious. Okay. Cool.
Going back to Tarot Oneness. Ring, ring. White courtesy phone calling.
Yeah, are you there? Okay. So again, I'm using the Tarot of Oneness, and I got the 10 of Wands. I'll show it. It came in reverse, but I'll show you it upright. But it was in reverse. And then you have the cute little Ace of Cups. Look at enough. So
That's one of my favorite Ace of Cups.
it's just so adorable. So 10 of Wands, when you think of 10 of Wands upright, right? It's like burdens, exhaustion, getting to the finish line, but barely. Other people's burdens. Hold on. Other people's burdens being put upon you, whether or you collecting other people's burdens, and you're just in a season, and as you enter summertime, because for me the cups represents the season of summer, you don't want to be in him like weighed down. Something is coming to an end, or you're ready to have something come to an end with the 10 of Wands, so you can be ready for a new something you're loving, a new person, a new thing, a new passion, a new hobby, a new job, a new beginning is what I'm sensing here. And so the goal is letting go of things that have been weighing you down forever, and finally being okay and at peace with it, so you can make room for this, whatever this new beginning is that's coming this summer for you. That's what I got.
Interesting enough. Oh, my dog I have the Hierophants reversed and the Lovers. So I'm feeling like the structure of your life is not giving you the space, and maybe it's even this relationship is kind of constricting you right now. So in order to succeed, it was what Kim was saying, it might be time to cut ties, cut those cords that you see here, and like find your own keys so you can then make your own rules, make your own way, instead of it being so constricting, right?
Ooh. Yes. And it could be a partnership too, right? It could be an intimate relationship, but it could be a partnership. It could be a boss relationship. I had to lock the doors on some past bosses or partnerships, or so it may not just be the romantic variety, but yeah, I love that.
As Gerald says, for entertainment purposes only.
Thank you, Gerald. That's right. That's right.
I hope that was helpful, Deluxe and Divine, wherever you are.
Yep, Deluxe and Divine's there. I see. You're welcome.
Next, we have Rossi. Here, let us do another switch.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Where your gaze? Wait.
I'm in love with this. One is I had a special connected moment. Like I rarely do readings for myself anymore. Like just all over the place. But I did one with this deck at the beginning of the moment, and it was just so profound. The Tarot of Oneness. I was like, okay, you're my little go-to when I just want to pull a card for myself. But I'm having so much fun using it with these readings today for y'all. So this is fun. This is what I'm gonna start doing.
Rossi, I felt the urge to grab Tarot of Echoes for you.
Oh.
Let's see, let me just check my star things real quick. After Rossi, we have Harley and Wayne Smith. And then that'll be over an hour of that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, interesting. Okay. It's interesting how many of these cards are connected somehow. So I got the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here for you.
Oh my gosh.
So the goal is finding that key, right? So you can open your box of treasures. This is interesting because it's not the typical Ace of Pentacles at all, right? It's I feel like it's almost your inner self trying to hand you the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that then you can be free of the shackle keeping you attached to that box. Right? And interesting enough, the blue of the key kind of echoes that like silvery hair. So it's a way of freeing yourself before you grow old because of the like material attachments that are keeping you bound. So the goal really is to enjoy your youth before you get too old.
Wow. Okay. All right. So obstacles to that. We have death rebirth from the Tarot of Oneness. So here it is. We see that. The snake, so needing a need to shed the skin. And what happens when we don't shed, when we don't let go and release that which no longer serves us? Something starts to atrophy on the inside. Something starts to die. We don't want that. We want you to accept. You saw the Ace of Pentacles with Jonathan. We want you to accept the blessings that's being handed to you, whatever that blessing is, And so we have this is one of those bonus cards, synchronicity. Look at that. See the hand outstretched like this, but it was in reverse. And Spirit is like, don't block your blessings by resisting something. There's some kind of resistance that it's time to just let go and trust and surrender. Let go, let go, let go, and surrender and embrace whatever it is that's trying to come through. Sometimes that could be in the form of a move or, like what Ace of Pentacles, a need for a new job, shedding an old department that you work for and transferring to a new job or a new employer. It could be, a new way of living. The Spirit is like, don't atrophy. It's time to surrender. Trust, trust, trust. That's what that synchronicity card is about too.
Right.
Trust what's being born. I love that. That's a pretty card. That's synchronicity one. And I love the card. I don't have the Tarot of Echoes. So it's really pretty.
Hello, Karen. Unfortunately, the indie version's already sold out.
Quickly.
But US Games is going to be printing it, mass market. I think Anna said next year, 2025. Okay. And Donna has another message about her reading. She says she just realized there's a stingray in the Spirit of Cards cup. Spirit of Cups card. It was that COVID ring. And the stingray from the Wild Unknown Spirit Oracle is one of my cards for the month of May. Wow.
Don't you love that synchronicity? I think that's even one of the cards in the set, synchronicity.
Synchronicity. Yeah.
I love it. Love it. And thank you for sharing that. I live for the synchronistic moments that we share. Thank you.
And Rossi says, love the message. You're welcome.
You're welcome, Rossi. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Unfinished business is on. Tony says unfinished business is on pre-order right now and about to be shipped.
Unfinished business. Remind me.
Unfinished business.
The one that I was like, I know this is on my wish list. It's on. Wait, hold on. It's on pre-order. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is
I got the printing.
I like the sweet spot. I don't want to be pressured with the Kickstarter. I like that sweet spot where like a deck has gone into pre-order, like land, and it's about to be shipped, and I slide on in and get it real fast. That's the sweet spot for me in deck collecting.
Yep, that matchup. Yeah, I ordered it the first round, so that was from the first printing.
Yes.
What can I say? I love MJ decks. Although I haven't done the pre-order for the what is it? The Enchanted Forest or Enchanted Garden. What's the newest one?
Okay, I got an email. So yeah, I'm signed up for the newsletter.
I know, get all the emails too.
But yeah.
Next, we have Harley, who actually does have a question. Can and how can the man I'm interested in and I grow closer? Will one open up? Should I say something to him regarding this or hold back? Thank you.
Okay. Well, you want to know, let's see, will one open up? Should I say something to him regarding? Okay. Okay. Let me think about
this.
I'm trying to think how I approach it.
I know, right? Can we turn this into, instead of a third person thing, let's focus on you, Harley? Like, what is it that you need right now? Oh, Deluxe and Divine Tarot. We actually just did your reading a couple readings ago, so if you just rewind, you should be able to hear it.
Yep. I will. Let me see.
And Harley is here.
Harley's here. Okay, I've got some messages here. And you wanted to know, should you bring up something or should you ride? Let it ride. I'm just going to go with me.
So I guess the first thing would be, what is the goal of
Mm-hmm.
and then what is the obstacle to that goal?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tony says, what's the obstacle growing closer? Well, the goal is kind of growing closer, but I feel like there's something deeper.
Yeah, there's something. Well, here's the cards that I got. I got the Four of Swords, okay? I got the Four of Swords. And then for the Oracle, I got compromise, okay? Compromise. What does compromise entail? It entails, you having your needs, the other person having their needs, talking, having a meeting of the minds, and landing on something that works for the both of you. But you need to have some time to contemplate that. You need to understand what it is that you need. You need to meditate on that. According to the Four of Swords, meditate on your needs. Are you able, or what are your needs? And then at that point, you'll know whether or not the person that you are with will be able to give that to you. And if you don't know, then that's when it's time to have a conversation. And then it will be worthwhile. It will be worthwhile after you've had some time to reflect, and don't rush this process. The Four of Swords can represent up to 4 months. Not necessary to take 4 months, don't get me wrong. But what Spirit is saying here is to don't rush this. Get clear about your needs, meditate on that, and then maybe make a list of what those are. And then can your partner be that? And the only way sometimes you're going to know that is at that point of having a conversation about it. Or you might just be clear about what it is you want, and like magic, like manifestation, the partner just starts to demonstrate that because you both are aligned. You both are on the same page without even you having have a conversation. That's also sometimes why Spirit is like, pause. You don't need to have a conversation tomorrow. Let's wait and see how things unfold. But get clear about what you need from your relationship.
Okay. So, obstacle. I actually pulled quite a few cards for this just because it is more complicated than a full obstacle. So the first one I pulled was temperance, right? Finding healing and balance within yourself. The second one is actually one of the extra cards in this deck, which is Goddess Joya. Goddess Joya is connected to Virgo, the element of earth, throat chakras for expression. And the meaning is love, patience, diplomacy, knowledge, stability. And it represents life path 22, right? The master builder. So I'm feeling with these two together, that it's about building your own internal balance right now and less about the relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And I pulled some cards from the Roots and Blooms. The first one is, I accept my blank a little more today. So whatever it is that you're having issues with, right, you need to embrace. And the next one was, find a routine that fits and show up for yourself. Again, another message saying you need to work on self before you even think about trying to bring someone else. And then the final card was, water your garden first.
Oh.
So, Harley, learn to love yourself, then you'll find universal love, or the love of your life, so to speak.
And then you won't be over compromising on, or over giving. You'll be giving from a place of fullness from your life, from what you need,
And don't let someone else upset your balance, right? Because if you're so worried about the love thing that you let yourself get unbalanced, then it's all about them. And what about you, right? Don't forget, the root of the matter is water your garden first.
So, yeah.
Hope that was helpful, Harley. We have two more. We've been on for like an hour and 12 minutes. Are you good, Tim?
Yes, we could do our two more.
Okay. We got Wayne and then Tom and then we're done.
Okay. All in a day's work. Let's see, shall we? Let's see.
And Deluxe and Divine Trust says, I appreciate you both. Oh, I'm glad you got to see your...
Thank you. I'm glad you got to see it. I enjoyed your cards that came up, Deluxe and Divine Tarot.
This is such a fun oracle. I need to use it a little more.
I know. I like that deck.
Wayne. Clean up the last reading real quick. And I feel like I'm going to grab the Rainbow Tarot for you. And Harley says, thank you, Kim and Jonathan. Great advice on how to apply things.
Let's see, I need to...
Oh, she meant approach things.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, I approach, same thing, kind of, sort of. Wayne Smith says, I'm ready.
Okay.
Thank you, Tony. Yes. I should probably get that before I pull cards. Let me get that ticker off. Yes, we're no longer accepting any readings. I feel like I need to do a few for this one. So, first card I pulled here was the Ten of Wands. I feel like you have a lot of burdens right now, and you might not necessarily need to carry all of them. Because the next thing I got was the Ace of Wands. Interesting how many of these readings have been like two of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So only by releasing those things that no longer serve can you finally find that inner flame again. So any passions that are no longer a passion, any burdens that you feel like you're carrying for someone else, or even that you feel like you've been carrying it for too long, it's time to drop it, because this new one, it's like it's an ending waiting to happen so you can start again. And the oracles I pulled was, interesting enough, both of them have a heart on them. It says, make yourself rich by making your wants few.
Ooh. Kind of what I did.
I know you can't physically do this, but this card says, place me on your heart to receive love and support. Okay, so.
Okay.
So, and interesting, like I said, I got
two hearts
here.
I love that one that says, make yourself rich. What was it? It said, make yourself rich.
Make yourself rich by making your wants few.
Absolutely. Sometimes we are our own. I used to have all the things, but I also had a lot of bills when I lived in California. A lot of bills. It was ridiculous. But I had all the things. But when I came to the islands, I simplified my life. My wants. Rarely shop, except for Dex. But it's my life feels richer because of that.
Right.
It felt emptier, and I had all the things. A big house out there. But Lord, was I picking up burdens. So.
Well, and it kind of goes with this too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to carry 10 wands if you only need one.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It does go with it. I like it. Okay, so the obstacle to that, I have to first show you. We got the Hierophant. This from the Super Lenoris Tarot. Then we got 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. And then I was like, well, I'm going to pull an Oracle. So I got to show you the Oracle before I give you the message. Then we got Surrender Obsessive Thinking. This is from the Power of Surrender Oracle. So this is about, I'm going to start backwards and go to the Tarot. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. And so, are you obsessing over something? Is something ruminating all the time on your brain? It may be time to look at the tools that you use to help cope with making a change, ending things, getting rid of things, embracing a new beginning. Sometimes the tools of our spirituality, it worked when we first started, or whatever conventions that we used when we first got started in life as an adult, or maybe 10 years ago, maybe it's not working anymore. And so it's time, if you're always obsessing about something and it's just not working, it may be time to take a look at that. Maybe it's time to find a spiritual path or a way of navigating changes, releasing things, and making room for what you really want to do, a new way of doing things. You don't have to be tied to this thing that's not working out anymore, whatever that thing is. I hope that makes sense. But obsessively thinking, that's an obstacle. Something about obsessive thinking and anxiety from it with this 8 of Swords.
Feeling trapped, right? And then he says, I do all my shopping on AliExpress on the cheap date.
Well, for me, the problem with that is I personally will end up buying everything. And what started out as cheap is like when you go to the dollar store and you're like, oh yeah, it's only $1. And then next thing you know, you come out and you spend, for me, I was like spending like $100 at the dollar store. Like, that was not the intention. So.
Right?
Yeah. I love that you're a cheap date though. Probably not a good experience, but.
Wayne says the tools. Jonathan was mentioning tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use your tool that you got.
Swords too.
Hope that was helpful, Wayne. And our final reading, avert your gaze. Early ritual, Tom.
I love good name.
Still here, Tom? Still here, Tom? Calling all Toms.
On the courtesy phone, the white courtesy phone.
Courtesy phone.
Oh.
The rainbow courtesy phone.
Yes. Okay. With it, I got the 9 of Pentacles and the embodiment of Swords. Okay, And I pulled up an oracle because I love me some power of surrender. So I'm working with the Tarot of Oneness again. 9 of Pentacles is the first card. Look at that tropical scene right there. And then we have the embodiment of swords. Embodiment in this deck is the king. So King of Swords. And then the oracle, surrender to effortlessness. A life of ease. It says, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Accomplishing some sense of stability and a level of independence that feels rich. If you feel secure and just able to just be and live on your own terms, and surrendering to effortlessness with it. You know, when you think of the traditional 9 of Pentacles, that lady is living her best life, just, you know, enjoying life for the sake of enjoying life, and celebrating what you have accomplished up until this point. And then with the embodiment of the swords, you know, that's the King of Swords. Just discernment on what it is you're bringing forth into your life, and in doing so with confidence, and it just, everything is just in alignment. So there's something in an area of your life that you desire, your goal is desiring alignment and ease and grace, and just living your purpose, living on purpose is what I'm getting these cards in a particular area of your life.
Interesting. I also pulled from the Tarot Oneness, and I got 2 8s.
Oh, very.
Got the 8 of Wands and 8 of Swords, which is interesting because it's like rapid movement and feeling stuck at the same time. Right? Or I just heard, hurry up and wait.
Yes. So, ew.
Right? How often in life are we told, you got to hurry up? And then you get where you're going, you're like, well, why did I hurry? Now I'm stuck waiting. If I had just taken my time, I'd get here on the perfect time, right? Don't let life push you to go too fast, but also don't stay stuck either. It's finding that right balance of movement and stillness.
Ooh. And you use that with your analytical mind in some instances with the embodiment of the swords.
Right.
It's like when you're buying a home and like the underwriter people are like, okay, you need to hurry up and send all this stuff. And you're like, okay. I'm gathering paperwork. And then they're like, oh, the underwriter people aren't going to make a decision for several days or weeks. You're like, what the hell did I rush? I want to hurry up and manifest my house.
Well, and the oracles I pulled, the first one is hug yourself, you deserve tenderness. Right? That reminds me of something I was told when in my 20s, and I was always too hard on myself. It's be gentle with yourself, okay? Because if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive.
That's right.
And the root of it all is rest and reset, mind, body, spirit.
Yeah. That's the aim. Surrender to effortlessness. And that goes with that 9 of Pentacles too. You know, just all of the oracle cards talk to my 9 of Pentacles, I think.
Very interesting. I think this is speaking exactly to what I wanted answers to. There you go, Tom. Right. That's why I actually like this kind of stuff, is I prefer not to have a question to answer, because the thing you need to hear will come up if you're not focused on the specific thing. Right?
That's true. I like it. I like that too.
Yeah. 100%, says Tom. Love that. Thank you, everyone, for being here. What do you have coming up on your channel, Kim?
Well, I am, let's see, are we around for a live stream probably next week or the week after? I'm kind of taking a semi-break, and that's where I'm at. But yeah, I'm visiting channels though. So if you would like to have me on, I'd love to join you for those who have channels, because during my break, of course, I have to fill it up with something. So I'm gonna go visit people's channels. Yes. So yeah. But I've got tons of content that I'm recording behind the scenes, and then after the break, it'll be published. So stay tuned. It's coming. More to come.
You are so welcome, Tom. Oh, and I just noticed something that Wayne said. He said, yes, definitely. I had to switch to metals because crystals no longer work for me anymore.
Interesting. You know, I'm in a place too with my tools, if you will, and having to make a change. So I relate to that, where you're saying crystals no longer work and going to metals.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. Oh, and he just said, so interesting for the 8 of Swords for Kim. Jonathan, did you see the card? It's darkness.
Yeah, it was dark. Yeah, and the swords. Yeah,
trapped. Right, that feeling of trappedness. So tomorrow I will be with Heather, Indigo Jaguar. We're doing another one of our sessions where we create art together. Those have been so fun, and it's really like getting me back into that creative spirit of like sitting down and actually, oh, you mean I have to do a live art thing? Okay, sign me up. Any excuse to make art, right? Yeah. And then next Tuesday, 7 a.m. my time, which would be 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I think I'm doing that, right?
Yeah.
We'll be chatting with Anna Turian about the Trove Echoes. So see you guys there.
Yes.
Oh, I love Anna. I've had her on my channel several times, and every time it's just, I don't know, I just feel like kindred spirits with her.
Yeah, she's very down to earth too. So
right,
it's gonna be a treat. 2 down to earth people.
That's grounded people, right?
Yes.
Trying to be grounded people.
We're trying, you know.
Can't always be grounded all the time.
Well, of course not. Nor can you always be up in the air. We try, we aim to strike a balance. We do.
And I never did do an unboxing of the Trove Echoes, but I feel like there's so many out there that, like, do I really need to throw another one up there?
I know. I go back and forth now with deck lifters anymore because it's like, well, everybody's done did it already. But then some people say we want your perspective, you know, your impressions, your takes. So there's that.
What I actually was thinking about doing is putting the cards back in order, doing a side by side with the Tarot of Echoes, the Bonestone Earthflesh, and the Tarot de Arts. Or what is it? The Arthurian.
The Abyss? Tarot of the Abyss?
No, the one, the French one that she painted.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was out from
the Tarot de Arthurian Tarot, something like that.
Oh,
so
geez. Yes. Oh yeah, that sounds like a mega sesh, mega deck flip sesh, purposeful. Yeah.
Thank you, big sis. It's true. It is a unique walkthrough because it's my walkthrough. It's with my perspective. So that's why I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different instead of just doing a flip through of the deck. Let's compare our 3 big decks that are in color, as you know. There's also Tarot of the Abyss, but then you really want to see 4 decks together. That'd be a little bit 3 at least, just like, okay, we're looking at the colored art together.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do with the Wandering Moon series.
Yeah.
3,
I look forward to that. Because I haven't really gotten to play with that deck.
I know.
If you want me to come over on your channel when you're actually again, we could do some with that deck.
We could do, yes, we can. And I would love to have you on if you would like to come on. So we'll make it happen.
Here I am just inviting myself over.
No, you can invite, you my peoples. See, in California. You can invite yourself over. It's all right. It's all good.
Thanks, sis.
Yes.
Thank you, Kim, for being here. It's been a pleasure and an honor to host you. And thank you, everyone who is in the chat. Don't forget to do all the YouTube-y things, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come back afterwards and leave a comment.
Yes.
So thank you, guys. Let me find my little short outro.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, Kim. Until next time, aloha and a hui ho.